This isn't a pre-recording?
No.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? For real?
Yes.
Are you for real?
You're hurting my eardrum.
No,
oh my
no.
God.
Hey, Chris Brown, I love you so much. I would literally suck it every single day. I don't think you understand. Every day, non-stop, constantly, all the time. Any single time you wanted it, I'd do it.
I'm flattered by that.
This is out. No, I'm actually
18
freaking out.
is too young.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know what it takes for a woman like me to go out on a date? I gotta get a babysitter for my kids.
Okay.
Should a nigga pay for that?
Yes. Because guess what now?
I gotta pay for the kids that you made prior
Yes,
to
because
me.
guess what now? A part of me is my kids. And in order to take me out.
Dating.
Yeah. That's a part of dating.
You're making an investment for a relationship. So,
And that's why
and I shouldn't have to pay for your trying when you're investing
I'm
in
not
your
saying every day. I'm saying, okay.
No date. Unless we're in a relationship, that's when you can even feel like I should be adding on.
I should be paying
I
for
wouldn't
it.
even
Stuff like that.
A man
But-
that's for me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They know that, okay, she's a mother of two. She's holding down a business. She's holding down a house. She's commuting from Jersey to New York. All right, how much is your babysitter?
So she wants men to pay for her poor choices in men. Man, if a woman is asking you to pay for a babysitter on the first date, you run as far as you can, dude. Don't even bother.
So, are you cheating on your husband with him?
Yes.
Disgusting!
We actually met here 2 months ago. He's
Here?
a cop. He works at the bars. I met him at it because I was here for a bachelorette.
And the rest was history?
And the rest is history. Yeah.
Just tell me.
No, I met him 2 months ago. Yeah, he's great. So we're just like figuring it out.
Okay. How long have you been married?
6 years.
Why do you want to leave him? Is he a piece of
Not at all.
I beg your pardon.
Disgusting. The disrespect to her husband genuinely makes me feel sick. And she said he's not even a piece of shit, which is hard for women to admit, even if it's the nicest guy in the world. So clearly he's a good dude. Just call him and tell him. Stop wasting his time as well as yours.
It's an evil world we live in.
Never really think about it and just go back to crushing it.
I'm gonna go back to crushing it too.
What is your...
You go back to crushing it, I'm gonna go invite a few girls here tonight.
And me back on the streets is a lot scarier than me back on the streets.
I don't even give a fuck. You go do you.
You're in my house.
You begged me to be here.
Then leave. If you don't want to be here.
You want me to leave? We'll throw this house party, we'll trash this place tonight, and we'll be out in the morning.
And I'll sue you.
You asked me to be here. Made me so mad. I'm gonna let her do her thing. I'm not getting her business anymore.
A heated argument between an OnlyFans hoe and her boyfriend. She wanted to sleep with someone, so he said he will too, and she got mad and threatened to kick him out, which fair enough, it's her house, and you can tell he still has a lot to learn, but he got there in the end because they broke up.
Yeah, a few months ago now, I think it is.
So what happened? Because no one knows. And everyone's wondering.
She wanted to get that's real. Basically. It came down to he just doesn't agree or like doesn't support like lifestyle, which like I don't hate on him for that. I understand it. I think honestly like the average person would like kind of like see something against it, and he just couldn't deal with it. But it's just like he couldn't deal with like being tagged and stuff on Twitter.
Yeah. It's part of the game.
When I like someone, I have to.
Her boyfriend edits her videos.
No, he doesn't. That's crazy. No, but he just couldn't. It just ended basically because I was upset that I was like, you knew who I was when you started dating me. So like, why are you kind of like now like turning your back and be like, actually, I can't handle this after you got in a relationship with me.
Yeah,
so.
they hate us for the reasons they love us. Always.
Yeah. Ryan's single, by the way, everyone.
Yeah. He tried to fool himself to believe he can deal with it because it was a great opportunity for him. He was young and dumb, but that's a lesson learned, not lost.
I've seen the deterioration of women. I've been in DC for over 20 years. You got to understand, when you leave this country, it is entirely different. I'm sure if you guys have traveled, you got a taste of it, but go explore, taste other cultures, taste women from other cultures.
What did he say?
I mean, literally and figuratively, you know, like have a good time.
No, I feel you, bro.
And see, because when you get outside of this country, you don't have that type of shit.
Completely agree. You gotta try your options before you make a decision unless you truly find the one you believe is right. But if you're single or unhappy, go explore, man.
Next time that you're on a date, this is what I want you to do. Ask the person, who are the people in your life that you love the most? And after they answer that question, ask them, now why do you love them the most? And as they're answering this question, listen very, very closely. And if their answers are based mostly around what these people do for them, as opposed to who these people are to them, I feel like my opinion, and if you don't like it, let me know how much you don't like it in the comments. But I feel like it gives you a good idea of what it'll be like to be in a relationship with that person.
What was the worst date you've had?
So I went on a date with this guy, and literally he was an hour late, and then he literally didn't pay the tab. I was like, I'm out.
He made you split?
No,
Or
I had to pay.
how did he tell you to pay?
He didn't order nothing. That's some
Wow.
bullshit. And then one time, this was f***ing recent, so I had this guy literally want to go to a date with me, took me to a restaurant, and he said, no, we're just ordering drinks.
That's nasty. That's nasty work. Don't be like that.
Sensational.
Do you think women have difficulty seeing things from a male perspective?
For sure. A lot of girls are very conceited and self-absorbed and only think of themselves and don't think about how the situation might affect somebody else, as in the guy that might be really nervous to talk to them, and just like blunt, rude responses can actually take like a pretty hard toll on guys, and I feel like a lot of girls don't realize that.
Why do you think that is?
Because girls get treated differently. Like, we just got let into a club for free because we're on a guest list, and our friend that was with us
Who's a guy?
He's a guy, yeah. But he was gonna have to pay like $60 to get in, and it's after hours. Like, that just really sucks, and there should definitely be a little bit different of a culture, I'd say, because it makes things much more difficult for guys when they can't even get out and get down there, and it's mostly girls. Or guys with money, I suppose.
She is speaking facts, and you have to respect it, but it goes both ways. It is two different kinds of humans, which will never see the world from each other's true perspective. You can assume and take logical guesses, but never truly understand what it's like.
Hakimi is playing 4D chess. This guy's a genius. Hakimi's wife filed for a divorce and demanded half of his property. When his 36-year-old wife took her 24-year-old husband to court, she expected to get an equal share of his 70 million net worth upon separation. But she was informed documents that showed his assets all belonged to his mum. It turns out her millionaire husband owns nothing legally, and even the property is under the mother's name. Every month, Hakimi gets 1 million from PSG, and 80% is deposited to Mrs. Fatima's account. He has no property, cars, jewelry, or even clothes in his name. So anytime he wants anything, he has to ask his mum very kindly for it. So Hakimi will lose nothing from this court case, and
She belongs to the streets.
The guy is a genius, whether it was his idea or his mother's, assuming it's his mother's because we all know that mother instinct where they can sense the evil in people that their children are around.